Hello. I was just, I'm supposed to be doing homework right now, but I took out this. I hate looking at myself. Hold on. Yeah. I took out this. This is, hold on. Stupid computer. I wrote this when I was, I think, really little. Really, really little. I think, I don't know. I think I, just learned how to write. And, that's when I wrote this. And I was reading it out loud to myself, and I thought, this is too priceless, because there's so many jokes in here that now that I'm older, I can't believe I wrote that. So, I'm gonna read it here, and then give commentary, because I think it's hilarious. So, I don't know why I'm recording this, but I just think it's too funny to not record. Okay. It's called Rich and Poor. Notice how poor is spelled, like your skin. Yeah, I was a good speller. By Elizabeth Jonick. That's my name. Okay. And for some reason it starts on page 6. I don't know. Maybe the copyright, I don't know. Okay, so this is the foreword, I guess you would call it. This story I made up. I want to be an actress when I grow up. Actress spelled A-A-C-H-E-S. Yeah. Like I said, good at spelling. But I made up a story, so I wanted to make a book about it. I might be on TV. I love how that's like the first thing that I think of. Is like, I want to be on TV, what should I do? I'll write a book. So I wrote a book. That was, and might spelled M-I-T-E. Some of the spelling in here is just priceless. Might be on TV. This story is about a girl who is a orphan, who does, for some of this I'm just gonna forget the misspelling because it's just too much. Who does not go to an orphanage. Okay. Orphanage, I have to spell that out because that's hilarious. The orphanage is spelled A-O-R-G-H-A-N-I-G-E. Yep. I don't know how young was I? I don't know. Obviously I was really young. Okay. Yeah. Instead, I think that says instead. Instead, she is a street girl. She's a street girl. She becomes a prostitute. Obviously I didn't mean that, but I guess now, my dirty mind, she becomes a street girl. Yeah. And she finally finds a home. That's good. By the way, the story is like super dark, and it's hilarious how dark it is. I was a messed up kid. This story takes place in 1991 to 1992. I don't know why I wrote that, but the 9s are backwards. In the streets. This happens in the fucking streets. This is like, it's hard out there for a thug. And, this book proves it. I knew it at a young age. It is hard. Alright. This is the beginning of the story. Once upon a time, in a house, there lived a girl named Rebecca. Rebecca spelled R-A-B-E-C-A. Yep. And Lois, her mom. And I don't know what that says. Angre? It's A-N-G-R-E. Angry? Name my dad Angry? That might... I don't know, maybe I was trying to send a message to my dad. Guess what I named my dad in my story, Dad? Anyway, Angry, her dad. I mean, it's spelled like angry, but with an E at the end. I don't know. Rebecca was only 3. It was a big day for them because it was New Year's night. I spelled night right. I'm very proud of myself for that. But Dad said, I smell something. But Mom said, it must be the roast beef. Must be the roast beef. But it was not. This is when it gets, like, super dark. Suddenly, the fire alarm went off. Rebecca ran outside. Her parents did not. Apparently, they're stupid. They searched. That's probably what I meant. They searched the whole house for Rebecca. Dad was in the kitchen. And then Dad was scorched by fire. I am a dark, dark child. He could not get out. Help! He screamed. With, in capital letters with 2 exclamation points. Help! I am a messed up kid. But it was too late! So the firemen were crying. I think if you're a fireman, you shouldn't cry. I mean, stuff probably happens, unfortunately, a lot. You need to be, like, strong, but I don't know. Maybe I thought firemen were weak. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna analyze all of this and try to figure out, like, how if I had analyzed this before, I could have fixed everything wrong with me right now, but, you know, too late. Oh, and the firemen were crying, and Dad was in the crack. I read this before, and I can't figure out what crack means. This is spelled C-R-A-C-K-E. Crack? Okay, so I'm writing about a prostitute, and her parents are apparently on crack. And I was probably like 10 when I wrote this. I don't know. Yeah. Mom was in the living room crying about Dad. What? If the dad just died in the fire, you should probably get out, you stupid bitch. She did not see the fire behind her. Smart people. Soon, they were crying in the crack. And this time, crack is spelled C-R-A-K. I think it's the same thing, but, they were crying in the crack. What else do you do with crack? You smoke it, then you cry in it, you know? Rebecca did not know what to do. She gently said goodbye to her parents. What the fuck is wrong with me? But after a few hours, the crack left. The drugs were like, you know, sorry, on to the next house. The crack just was like, just left. But then she noticed herself. She noticed her existence. They left her here. The firemen left this kid here? They're crying at the scene? These are bad firemen.
It's 10 o'clock.
Thanks, computer. Now she really did not know what to do. Then she noticed she missed the New Year's cheer. I love how, like, her parents just died, and she's like, oh, it's the New Year's. Like, if my parents died, that's probably wouldn't be, like, one of my first thoughts. I don't know. Oh, and and I also have a picture here that I drew. That's of the fire in the house, and this is her, this is Rebecca. And you will notice a crazy resemblance in this story, by the way, with the musical Annie, because I was obsessed with the movie Annie. I was obsessed with it. Like, I would watch it every day. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was obsessed with that movie, the one Watched the one with Burnett Peters and that other girl. Oh, Tim Curry and then another girl. And I would watch that all the time. So that's kind of how I got connected with musicals, was from Annie, because I just became obsessed with that movie. Never actually got to play Annie. I always wanted to, but I think I'm a bit too old. 20? No. So there's resemblance, like Rebecca has red hair and her parents just died. And you'll see much more resemblance and I'll point it out. Oh, by the way, this is on an Angelica thing, because I used to watch Rugrats. Apparently they're bringing that back. Anyway, see here I have quoted song, because I was obsessed with musicals and there just had to be a song, especially in a book. I mean, you can't write a book without having a song in it. Like, press a button and a song plays. I don't know what I was gonna do. I don't know if I decided I was gonna make it a musical, but every once in a while I have in quotations song. So apparently she sings a song after her parents died. My parents died and I'm sad. Just a rough draft. I don't know, I'll fix it. Okay. The next day she decided she would be a straight person. Parents just died, what else do? You become a whore.